Good morning, YouTubians. It's Kermit's Ghost. You can call me Alan. It is Monday the 3rd of March 2025, Shrove Tuesday tomorrow, also known as Pancake Day around the world, most of the world anyway. Today is a Blu-ray release day, so I'm going to head up to HMV to film the latest releases, as well as pop into Costa Coffee to grab a piping hot latte. Now, we had the Oscars last night. I've not seen the results yet, but I'm sure someone will tell me in HMV. Plus, we had the very sad news of the deaths of Gene Hackman, his wife and dog on Thursday, along with Michelle Trachtenberg as well, all on the same day. That's awful. So anyway, time and tide wait for no man, so I'm going to grab my coat, head up to the city centre, which is just a few minutes away, and I'll get on with the video. So I'll see you all in Costa. So here I am at the entrance to HMV as the shutters rise. The pink screen t-shirt is still on display, I see. Before I film the latest releases, I just wanted to film this section of box sets and premium releases behind the counter. The idea is have them on display. They do have a couple of cabinets, but the more you can see them in the flesh, so to speak, the better. Plus, if they're behind the counter, they shouldn't get stolen. So, on to new releases, and in no particular order, I'm going to start with Gladiator 2, a historic epic from last year, directed by Ridley Scott, set 16 years after the death of Marcus Aurelius, where Rome is now ruled by twin emperors, played by Joseph Quinn and Fred Hetchinger. It also stars Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington. This 2-hour, 28-minute movie is available on both Blu-ray and 4K. Both come with glossy slipcovers. The Blu-ray is priced at £14.99, whereas the 4K is priced at £24.99. Next is Megalopolis. This is a sci-fi drama from last year that's directed by Francis Ford Coppola, and it's also a Roman epic, but set in modern-day New York City, which is now known as New Rome. This follows a Nobel Prize-winning architect played by Adam Driver, who plans to rejuvenate New Rome, much to the annoyance of the mayor, played by Giancarlo Esposito. This also stars Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, Jon Voight, and Dustin Hoffman. The Blu-ray is priced at £14.99, the 4K is priced at £24.99, and there's also a lovely looking 4K steelbook which comes in at £29.99. Karakuri Circus, the complete collection next. This is a re-release as it first came out in May 2021. This contains episodes 1 to 36. A strange concept to this one. It's about a boy who inherits a fortune, dreams of becoming a puppeteer, plus a kung fu expert who has to make people laugh or he will stop breathing. It's got a runtime 900 minutes and is priced at £44.99. Next is the 88 Films release of Erotic Ghost Story Trilogy. This was pushed back from last week. The first film from 1990 centres around 3 fox spirits who obtain human form and have lustful thoughts regarding a helpless scholar. Second film from 1991 is about a god of desire who, after losing one of his loves, demands a virgin from the village every month as recompense. And the third story is from 1992 is about a man who's drawn into the afterlife via a painting of 3 sisters, where he has to have sex with a ghost prisoner of an evil female demon. This 3-film set is priced at £39.99. Next is The Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim. This is an anime movie directed by Kenji Kamiyama, and it's set 183 years before Bilbo Baggins found the One Ring that ruled them all. It's about Hera, the daughter of King Helm Hammerhand, shield maiden of Rohan, whose father, the king, kills the father of a possible suitor with a single blow, hence his name Hammerhand. Animation looks very nice on this, but I'm only going by the trailer. King Hammerhand is voiced by Brian Cox and Gaia Wise is voicing Hera. The Blu-ray, which is in a slipless thin eco case, is priced at £14.99, whereas the 4K, also in a slim case but with a glossy slipcover, is priced at £24.99. Next is From Roger Moore with Love. This is a BBC commissioned documentary looking back over the life and career of Sir Roger Moore, who is best known for playing James Bond from 73 to 85, or the character Simon Templar in The Saint, for which ran from 62 to 69. This includes home movie footage of his wife and 3 children, as well as interviews with Jane Seymour, Christopher Walken, Pierce Brosnan and Joan Collins. This is priced at £14.99. Duel next, a Steven Spielberg directed TV movie from 1971. This is Steven's second feature film, some 7 years after Fireflight. And this is a road action movie about an unknown truck driver who singles out and terrorizes a car driver across the Mojave Desert Highway. This stars Dennis Weaver and is priced at £16.99. Buchigiri next, the complete first season. This is about a teenage schoolboy who has just changed schools and is placed next to a beautiful girl who he wishes to date. But she is the sister of a gang leader, and if that's not enough, his best friend is a member of the opposing gang. And on top of that, he also discovers a genie who gives him powers to fight, which makes both gangs want to recruit him. This season is priced at £39.99. Next, we have the Blu-ray and 4K Criterion releases for Performance. This is a crime drama from 1970 starring Mick Jagger in his second film role. It's about a henchman played by James Fox who is on the run from his boss after he kills a man, so he decides to hold up in a house belonging to a musician played by Mick Jagger. This comes with a slew of extras, as you would expect from a Criterion release. The Blu-ray is priced at £22.99 and the 4K is priced at £29.99. Next is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Hidden Inventory Premature Death. This is a Toho anime, and it sees two students tasked with protecting a star plasma vessel which could end up making the two friends deadly enemies. One a powerful sorcerer, the other a curse user. This season has a runtime of 125 minutes and is priced at £24.99. And the last title to show you is William Tell. This is an epic historical action movie from last year, written and directed by Nick Ham, and it's a telling of the story of William Tell as he defends his family and country from the Austrian king. This stars Claes Bang as William, as well as Connor Swindles from SAS Rogue Heroes, Emily Beecham, Ben Kingsley and Jonathan Price. This is priced at £14.99.
Okay.
We start with Absolute Beginners, the 30th anniversary edition. CEX want £12, HMV want £13.99, and Amazon is asking for £16.62. Next is The Apprentice for £15. Amazon would like $14.99. HMV is asking the same, $14.99. And these are brand new copies, not used. 2073 next. I do actually have this film. I need to watch it. It's £12 in CEX. HMV want £14.99. Same with Amazon. And that is a saving of £3. Ice Cold in Alex, a war drama from 1958, £8 in CEX. Amazon want $12.99, same with HMV, so that's a saving of £5. Great film, well worth picking up. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 1956 version. CEX want just £6 for this. HMV is £14.99, but on Amazon it's £18.46. That is a big saving. Planet of the Apes 40-Year Evolution 5 Movie Collection Edition. CEX want £10, Amazon want £23.17 for a used copy, and HMV don't hold this release anymore, so that's a pretty good deal right there. Paddington in Peru, which came out 2 weeks ago today, £12 in CEX, HMV and Amazon both want £14.99 for this title. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 for £8. Amazon are asking £7 for a new copy and HMV are asking £8 for a new copy. Menace to Society on the Criterion label for £15. Amazon would like £25.99 for a new copy. HMV are asking also for £25.99, so a saving of £11. Mothra on the Eureka label, £12 in CEX. This is out of stock on HMV's website and Amazon have it for £13.87. Naked Lunch from Arrow Video, £15 in CEX. Amazon are asking for £17.82 and in HMV it is £17.99. And we have The Moon from 2023. CEX want £12. In HMV it's £14.99. On Amazon's website it's £14.99 as well. All the prices from both Amazon and HMV were for brand new copies. Hey everybody, welcome back. There's a lot to get through today. Got 6 films and 2 CDs, so let's crack straight on with it. Okay, first one to show you is Paddington in Peru. Now, this is a family adventure from last year directed by Dougal Wilson, this being his first feature film. And this is the continuing adventures of Paddington Bear, who is voiced by Ben Whishaw. Now, this time around, we've got Paddington Bear setting off for Peru, along with his human adopted family from London, in search of his Aunt Lucy, who is missing her nephew. But when they arrive, they find that Aunt Lucy has disappeared and is somewhere in the Peruvian jungle. So, first 2 films was Paddington as a fish out of water, being in London, and this time round it's reversed and his family are now in unfamiliar territory. It stars Hugh Bonneville, Emily Mortimer, who has replaced Sally Hawkins in the role of Mrs. Brown. You've got Julie Walters, Jim Broadbent, Olivia Colman, Antonio Banderas, Hayley Atwell and Ben Miller. Oh, and Minda Staunton provides the voice of Aunt Lucy as well. Great cast. It's got a runtime of 1 hour 46 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover and the cover have the same image. There is a leaflet advertising the Paddington Bear experience. And there is a close-up image taken from the front cover put onto the disc. So that was Paddington in Peru. Okay, so continuing on with the Tales of Adventure Collection 3, we have Sands of the Kalahari. Now this is an adventure survival film from 1965, directed by Cy Enfield, who directed Zulu just the year before this one. And this is about a group of 6 people in a small aircraft which crashes in the South African Kalahari Desert. Now after they fly through a swarm of locusts, that is, they crash, they soon find food, water and even a cave system. One even heads off with water to look for help, so it's all quite pleasant to start with. Until the alpha male of the group, he has a plan to get rid of all the remaining survivors except for one, a woman who was travelling alone. He plans to keep her for himself. The other threat to the group is a nearby troop of baboons. This film, very entertaining, but that ending, so bizarre, I didn't see that coming at all. And this was filmed for the most part in the Kalahari Desert for authenticity. And it stars Stuart Whitman, you've got Susanna York as a lone woman, you've got Stanley Baxter, Theodore Bickle, Nigel Davenport and Harry Andrews. Great cast. It's got a runtime of 1 hour 59 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So that fantastic front cover image, which I believe is the poster artwork, has been put onto the disc. And on the reverse of the cover, there's a screenshot from the film. So that was Sands of the Kalahari. Okay, so the last film in this box set is Lost Command. It's a war film from 1966, directed by Mark Robson, who made Von Ryan's Express the year before. Starts off 1954 in the final throes of the French Indochina War with Vietnam, which ran from 46 to 54. We find Lieutenant Colonel Raspagy, who is played by Anthony Quinn, losing his command after he's captured by the enemy, but he soon returned home after the treaty is signed. And almost immediately he starts a relationship with a French countess called Claire Fons, being played by Michelle Morgan. And with her help he gets a new post in Algeria, a brand new war which ran from 1954 to 62. And in case you're wondering, yes, the French lost on both occasions. Now this wasn't a bad war movie at all. It brings 2 different conflicts to our attention, which is always interesting. It actually intrigued me enough to look up each war. This also stars George Segal, who was only 6 years into his acting career as an Algerian paratrooper turned freedom fighter called Mahidi. It's got a runtime of 2 hours and 9 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So on the disc we had that front cover image of Anthony Quinn in full battle mode. And on the reverse of the cover we have a screenshot from the film. So that was Lost Command, which, in case you're unaware, is part of this box set titled Tales of Adventure Collection 3 from Imprint Films. Okay, next title to show you is Peeping Tom. Now this film was sent to me very kindly by John Perry over at the Mondo Chadwick channel. There's going to be a link in the description to his channel. Be sure to go and check him out. Very good YouTuber. Peeping Tom. It's a psychological thriller from 1960 directed by Michael Powell, and this is about a disturbed 30-year-old man called Mark who professionally photographs young women for adult magazines, and he's also a focus puller on various film sets. But Mark, in his spare time, he likes to follow women around the streets, filming them with a hidden camera beneath his coat, and then he murders them, all the while filming their facial expressions at the point that they know that death is imminent. So his 21-year-old female tenant, Vivian, from downstairs, because Mark owns a building that he lives in and he pretends that he's a tenant himself. Vivian befriends Mark and she finds out that his father was sadistic and he tormented Mark and filmed his reactions when he was just a small boy. Now here stars Karl-Heinz Boom as Mike, who's got a voice very similar, in my opinion, to James Mason. You've also got Moira Shearer as Vivian, the neighbour, as well as Anna Massey, Jack Watson, Nigel Davenport and Maxine Audley. The film's got a runtime of 1 hour 42 minutes. Let's take a look inside. Before I show you inside, I always thought this film was in black and white, but on the contrary, the colours in this are very vivid, and despite it being a very creepy subject matter, I thoroughly enjoyed this film. So the image they've put on the disc has been taken from the back cover. So that was Peeping Tom. So John very kindly sent me this sticker, film. If you know his channel, you know what that means. And he sent me a couple of CDs as well. Now I knew John was in a band, but I wasn't sure what instrument he played. And it turns out, and I'm very jealous of this, John plays all the instruments on these, and he also writes them as well. So thank you very much, John. That was very impressive. It's punk in style, which threw me a little bit. I thought for some reason it was going to be more synth heavy, but you know what? You live and learn. You, mate, have skills, and you are a star. Okay, I also received a Blu-ray from Mr. Jamie Powell. There's going to be a link in the description below to his channel. Be sure to check him out as well. Great YouTuber. Now, most of you will know I've been collecting slip covers for quite a while now, probably over a year, and I've managed to track down all the Star Trek slips bar one. On a side note, the Star Trek collection sits right next to the Star Wars collection on the shelves. I'll show you in just a moment. And I've tracked down all the slips of the Star Wars films too, but there was just one slipless film right in the middle that eluded me, and it was for Star Trek Into Darkness. And I even considered going down the custom slipcover route, which I didn't really want to. But Jamie contacted me just a few weeks ago, and he said that he's ordered me the 3D Blu-ray from America, which came with a lenticular slipcover. Here it is to complete the set. This is an absolute thing of beauty. Lovely lenticular there. Lenticulars being my favourite. Now my OCD can subside, so thank you very much, Jamie. I really do appreciate it. Now I can move on to my next bunch of movies that are missing slipcovers. Terminator franchise, I'm missing I think 2 slips on that one, and also the Transformer franchise where I'm missing just the one. But don't worry, Jamie, I'm not after you to get me those. So Jamie, you, mate, are a star. Next and last is Conclave, a religious political thriller from last year, directed by Edward Berger, who recently directed All Quiet on the Western Front. And this is centred around the election of a new pope, as the current beloved pope's just passed away from heart failure. So a number of candidates, they are whittled down to just a handful, who are all vying for the coveted position, all of which have reasons why they should or shouldn't take up the role as leader of the Catholic Church. You've got one who has a very liberal approach, you have one who is a staunch Catholic set in the old ways, you have one the Pope allegedly fired the day before his death, you've got another one with a checkered past, and one cardinal whose missionary posting was kept a secret from all. Stars Ralph Fiennes, who is the Dean of the College of Cardinals, very good role, brilliant in this. John Lithgow, Stanley Tucci, Sergio Castelletto, Carlos Diaz and Isabella Rossellini. Great cast. It's got a runtime of 2 hours. Let's take a look inside. So inside we have a plain white disc, which is probably symbolic of the white smoke they used to inform the crowds outside that a new pope has been elected. So that was Conclave. So that was it. Have you seen any of those? Do you plan to pick them up or just want to leave a comment? Then do so down below. I will read every single one and I'll try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? On that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.